Jamripso, and thank you for joining our show. Good evening, everyone. My name is Linda Wu. Um, Thank you for being here. I am your host for tonight. Our topic question would be who decide Cambodia future. So again, thank you for joining us. As many of you have known, I live outside of Cambodia. So I live overseas. I live in America. So I work, I pay taxes, I raise my family away from Cambodia. But distance does not erase responsibilities because when Cambodia hurts, we feel it no matter how far we are. So tonight, I want you to, especially our youth, I want you to pause for a moment, not to react, not to arguing, but just to think. Think about Cambodia. Think about the land where your parents were born, the land where your grandparents were buried, the land whose names still carry weight in your hearts, no matter where we live in the world. So now ask yourself one simple question. Who decide Cambodia future? It's a very simple question. It also should be a simple answer if you are involved in what's going on in Cambodia. So with this question, I invite you to be able to think and to what can you do for Cambodia? Is it ordinary people who wake up every morning just trying to survive? Is it the responsible of farmer who depend on land that can disappear overnight? Is it a responsibility of young people searching for honest work in Cambodia? Or is Cambodia's future decided by a system where power and money are concentrated in the hands of the very few? Just for something to you for you to think about. Um, I not just talking by myself today. I have a wonderful guest. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ricky. Let me say a little bit about Mr. Ricky. Mr. Ricky has dedicated much of his life to serving Cambodian community. He is a former teacher, a community still a community leader and an advocate who worked closely with ordinary people across different levels of society. He has also served as a board member for several different non-government organizations. He contributing his time, his money, and experience to educate the community development, and civic engagement. So today, one of the most important roles Mr. Ricky holds is his involvement with the Cambodian Independent Government of 23 October. So, Mr. Ricky, let me bring him out. Jamib Solapu. Cha Lapu, how you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you.
What I just read about you is only a portion of what you are doing. So again, thank you for being here and thank you for your long-standing commitment to Cambodia and to the people of Cambodia.
Yep. And my goal is put Cambodia first, beside my family.
And
All right.
talking about Cambodia, you just came back from the Philippines,
Yeah.
correct? And just like 2 days ago, and now yesterday you were in the Cambodian talk show. I mean, this channel as well. So speaking Cambodian. So now speaking English. What were you doing in the Philippines? You were there like almost a week, right?
No, it's a few days from Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, traveling is make it almost a week through back and forth. It's more. It's a lot of uh, flying back actually and riding cars. Anyway, yeah, I've been there for a few days attending the CAL 50, actually 33th anniversary and also 52nd executive meetings, along with Samari, who was the chair of the Department of social issues, freedom and democracy of the Cambodian independent government of October 23rd, and also Ms. Kum Hun Tit, who's also leading the foreign affair and October 23rd issues of the Cambodian in exile government. So we were there along with others from Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Cambodia, even Vietnam, Thailand, the Philippines, Taiwan, and a few others. So yeah, quite a few countries. And of course, we attending the Council of Asian Liberal and Democrats, the regional network of the liberal and democratic political parties in Asia. That's what we've been meeting, and I'm sure there are a few that I would like to share as well. A few ideas what I got from it.
You can share with us now,
Okay.
especially our youth, because CAL is not a non-government agency. They are a political party. You were there because we are
The
under
organization, yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
not a party. It's an organization. It's a council of liberal and Democrats. You know, it's not a party. It's and we could say uh, a political NGO that is responsible for the Asia or Southeast Asia right now, spreading through to Japan, to South Korea, and I think they have the new member Estimor too, coming joining us from the 11 Southeast Asian countries, and as Timor is one of them, the latest. So what we I just want to emphasize our youth to understand the three important words. As you know, Cambodia is going through a lot of difficulties, hardships right now. I know Thailand has been taking away Cambodians' land, our people, the Cambodian people that live along the Thai-Cambodian border. Uh, According to Saman's expertise, there are 49 locations that are being occupied by Thailand right now. So it's very, very sad. The people that live along the Thai-Cambodian border, at least as far as we know, over 10,000 families have been evacuated into Cambodia. They try to live a new life, provided in a house provided by the government, which I don't think is enough. So they miss their home village, their birthplace along the Thai-Cambodian border, for example. The village of Kum Chokche, Kumprichan in the Romianche province has been occupied or controlled by Thailand right now, and those are the people that live in the village. They had to escape, and the government did not do anything to claim the land back for them, besides providing a new shelter, or would say the new house for them in Cambodia. But they had nothing to survive, to live on beside the house. They have no job. They have no support, community support, and schooling for the children is not. I don't think it's provided either. It was only seeing the house. Even food, there's not enough food to survive. So our youth need to know that. So the Council of Asian and Democrat, liberal and Democrats talk about how we should help this, because it's not just the Cambodian government that are looking down on the people or trying to ignore to solve the problem, but we have other countries as well in the region. I'm not going to mention them because we have a lot of our problems already. So let's focus on just Cambodian issues. So Cambodian, as far as we know, you can say that we are facing transnational repression as well. People are under threat from the Cambodian government. They're threatening their own people. They're living under repression, a repressive government of Hun Sen. And now his son Hun Manet, is also putting people who are criticizing the government in jail. The latest was the lady, I don't remember her name, but maybe you can talk to, you can share the name later, or the picture, was also in jail just because she tried to speak the truth, say, hey, the Thailand is invading Cambodia, and the government needs to protect Cambodian land because the Cambodian people, like I said earlier, have no land to live. So why is it wrong to say such things, especially voicing your own opinion, talking the truth? So she was jailed for, I believe, probably 10 years, maybe. So this is a way to shut the mouth of the people, the critics. Actually, not really the critic, the people that tell the truth. And of course, at this point, 97 political, we call it the political prisoners, not prisoner, but the conscience. Yeah, they are in jails just because they tell the truth and speak their own mind and voice their own opinion, critics of the government. Yeah, thank you for the picture. Her name is Hun Nohol Moni Samon. Yeah, Holmani Samon was also jailed as well. So adding on to the list of repressive government threatening their own people, that's what they have been doing, and they are not responsive to the Thai government who threaten taking the land and threaten the people and even the government all the time. But that's what the government of the dictator of Hun Manet and Hun Sen does. So people, the youth especially, needs to know about that. Please do more research. Don't just believe me what I'm sharing with you. And what I want to share with you is this. If you do not want your ancestors' soul becomes a waste, that the one that protecting the land for the future of Cambodian children, please try to embrace yourself. Be brave. Don't be afraid just because they threaten you or your friends or your relative in Cambodia. Just be brave. Just try to stand up for what you believe, and that's what fight for your freedom, fight for your rights, or for your relatives' right, because they cannot do anything inside Cambodia right now, as you understand already. So that's number one, being brave, and number two, embrace. You need to unite together beside being brave, and you need to unite with the other Cambodian diaspora, especially those that goes to the university and colleges in America, forming the association in the school, trying to educate one another to understand what Cambodian situation is and what you need to do as the Cambodian children try to rescue or liberate your people and your country from being scrutinized by the dictators. That's number two. Number three, the third point I want to emphasize on is to empower. Yes, we try hard to educate our youth, our children, to be strong and be good at what they're doing, become a good leaders. First, get the education as much as you could. And also language, learn the language so that you can advocate for or lobby to the U.S. government where you stay, or Canadian government, if you may, if you can hear my voice, or any people, any government that signed the 18 Paris Peace Accord, the signatory of the Paris Peace Accord, signed on October 23rd, 1991. So please use your diplomacy skills, persuasive speech to convince those people that love democracy and human rights and respect the human dignity to help the Cambodian government push the agenda, or ask those signatory countries to revisit or review the Paris Peace Accord, because Cambodia has a special case. Besides just the agreements, Cambodian has the important weapon, you can say, or useful apparatus, tools to unite all the countries that support the Paris Peace Accord to say, hey, we need to do something here. We can do it together, because the Paris Peace Accord called for um, the time when Cambodian rights, or the Cambodian citizens, are not respected by the government, the signatory countries can reconvince to meet to find the resolution, to find the solution to help the Cambodian people. So your voice is very important. You can talk about, you can ask those countries signatory to help you and the Cambodian people to be free, so that the rights to be respected, that the guarantee under the Constitution and also in the Paris Peace Accord. Yes, if you just ignore it, the violators will have more more time to step on you and to ignore. They don't really care. So please do so that you can help. That's one way. Besides embrace and embrace and then empower our youth. If, everywhere that I would recommend, in the community, at a temple, university and colleges, to help spread the message across the globe. Thank you.
Thank you, Lukpu. I just want to let our audience knows that I live overseas. I live in America. Lukpu also live in America. So living abroad give us a different view of Cambodia. So we are hoping the youth outside of Cambodia get independent media news that they can view Cambodia differently. So when the youth begin to see how Cambodia is talked about internationally, like Lukpu went to Cal, they talk about Cambodia. So how Cambodia is seen by the outside world. And lately, what people associate Cambodia with no longer Angkor Wat or culture or resilience. Lately, Cambodia is mentioned along words like cyber scam, trafficking, corruptions, and sanctions. And for Cambodian that hear this, it's hurtful, but it's the truth. So not because we know Cambodia have a beautiful Angkor Wat, but at the same time, ordinary Cambodian are not the one that causing this. It's the few, the corrupt, the regime. So for our youth, they should know that for almost half a century, Cambodia has lived under a system where political power, economic power, and decision making are tightly controlled. So many Cambodians inside Cambodia have grown up believing that it is normal, and that nothing can change. And we are here, Lupu and I are here that to say yes, it can change, and that silence is not safe. So tonight,
Right.
yeah,
I want to emphasize on that too, Linda.
yeah,
Yes, a lot of people are becoming hopeless. That's not good.
mm-hmm,
We need to uh, get back on track. Hopelessness is not going to help. And I just want to give some example about countries in the region in Southeast Asia, like Malaysia is one of them, for example. For the opposition party to win, to hold power, it took them about 60 years. 60 years. And Linda is correct. We have been um, in democracy in Cambodia has been under attack, and the dictator came into power for almost 50 years in total, starting from 1975 to 2026. So actually 50 years, April 17, 1975 to right now, it's the 31st, March 31st of 2026. So we're talking about 50, half a century. It's
Yes.
ruled by the dictators. And yes, we have the Paris Peace Accord. Yes, we have our struggles, peoples from all all of Cambodian diaspora all over the world are working hard to rescue, to help Cambodia and the and its citizens. So another example too that um, have been ruling for so many years, the Philippines. Yeah, Ferdinand Marcos had been thrown out from powers, and the leaders in right now in ICC court, ICC jail, and see Indonesia is one of them too. And I understand uh, people like in Burma are struggling. They have an exile government too. Yeah, the situation in Burma is similar to Cambodia. The opposition's in jail, Aung San Suu Kyi, but the Burmese people or the Myanmar people are in in the United States. They have their own government. It's called the National Unity Government or NUG, NUG, and they're working closely with the U.S. government. So Cambodian uh, people, Cambodian diaspora, are doing the same thing too. We ask the outside world, people that love democracy and freedom, defenders like Australia and New Zealand, to join with American, Canada, and the Europeans to, um, you know, help these dreams come true for the Cambodian people, because only the people, I learned from Carl, and of course not just right now but in history, that only the people decide the fate of Cambodian or the citizens or the country, not the government, because they are just a servant of the people. They're supposed to serve people, not to control and threaten people and put them in jail. The people need to know their duty, need to know their jobs. Their duty is to lead. If they do not like the leaders, then by democratic means, they can vote them out and choose a new leader. And if the new leader refuses to do it, then they have to do the rally, join together, like I said earlier, about embracing one another to form our unity, to make the solidarity become strong, so that they can chase the dictator out from power, like they did it to many other countries like Nepal, Bangladesh, or in Syria. And right now, the United States and Israel are changing the Iran dictator Ayatollah Khomeini, who ruled for 40, I believe 47 years. That's a long time too. So yeah, so there is a way if we all unite to change. Yes, there might be some risk, but if you have to think like this, if you don't do it now, do you want your children or your grandchildren to be the slave of Thai or Vietnam's government in the future? You don't want, living in a slave. Slavery is not a pleasant life to continue. It's not worth of living. So, you hate it, you don't like it. Then the change is now. You have to start changing it. It has to start from you. Don't depend on the children or the grandchildren to fight it. It might be too late. So you need to join. You need to work together with the diaspora and the international community to again to liberate and help Cambodia so that we can have a real democratic country.
Yeah, so like the book said, inactions or silent is no longer safe for Cambodia. So staying silent is not safe. So, and we here tonight, Luk Bu and I, we always say that silence has a cost. Silence have cost us our land. Silence have cost us our dignity. Silence has allowed corruption. Silence has allowed crime to grow. Where where it is Cambodia right now, cyber scam is growing like mushroom and it's still growing. So it's not that Cambodian inside Cambodia never see a cyber scam building. They see a cyber scam building. They see it's everywhere, but nobody dare to talk because oh they're afraid. But that afraid, that silent, it's not safe. That silent cost them the job. That silent cost them the Cambodia image to the international community. Now we keep saying now when people think of Cambodia, people think of well, there's a lot of cyber scam going on in Cambodia. They're even afraid to go to Cambodia.
And there, unfortunately, I know we got publicized in a negative way. Very sad. Like you said, you mentioned earlier, not about Uncle Wat, not about the pleasant smile of the Cambodian people anymore. Now it's a scam online, which is very sad. Internationally known as the safe haven for scammers of 220,000. That's a lot. This is according to the source, I believe, not human rights source, but one of the source that I forgot that it mentioned. Anyway, according to this international source, we have 220,000 online scammers in Cambodia. Not all of them are volunteer, but there are few that move in from other countries trying to make money there, and that's how the Hun Sen regime or the dictators survive. So we need to stop this. And who they're stealing money from? From the innocents. That's why scams all the times, because they are looking for victims who they could get the money out of their bank account or their pockets. That is very sad. So we need to stop this by advocating again, by trying to make everyone aware that this regime is supporting the scammers. That's how they survive, and it's very sad. We need to change this image. It's I know the international community is right now, they have their attention focused on the issues that they're facing. For example, the oil shortage, but we also need the to stop the human rights shortage in Cambodia as well.
Let me read a little bit of what's going on, not what's going on, the latest sanctions, okay? March 26th, this is last week. The UK government have imposed sanctions on Legend Innovations, an operator of Cambodia's largest scam compound, and Zingbi crypto marketplace used to sell stolen data and support scam. So this is inside Cambodia. This and on September 2025 of last year, United States sanctioned the U.S. Treasury sanctioned cyber scam network operate in Cambodia. So the company that tied to online fraud, illegal gambling, money laundering. So these scams stole tens of billions of dollars from the U.S. The American government. So victims are Americans and global targets. So the UK and the US on October 2025 joined, this is not even 6 months ago, joined UK and US sanctions, a coordinated sanction against Southeast Asia scam network, and that's including Cambodia. This is what we talked about last time about pig butchering. So a romance and a crypto fraud, a criminal leader investing profit in international asset. So this is not, look, Boo and I just keep saying about scam in Cambodia. So in 2025, the same thing, financial system sanctions, major impact. So U.S. target Cambodia-based financial network that Huiwan Group labeled as a primary money laundering concern. So laundering billions of illicit funds. So we're talking about Cambodia in the news for just 2025. It's like October 2025 to 2026. It's not even, we are barely and in March. It's not even 6 months yet. Talking about so many group, Prince Group, Huiwan Group, the UN, UK sanctioned Cambodia. This is a country that their citizens are affected by what happened in Cambodia. And most American, I can say probably 80% of American citizens don't even know where Cambodia is at. But now we are on the map. It's not on the map because we have a beautiful Angkor Wat. We on the map because of cyber scam and there American citizen that lost that just lose money.
Yeah. So yeah, we let's think about this, everyone. I would like you to really look into the leadership of these dictators. Besides scammers, what else did they do? They were treating their record, the human rights record is very bad. Um, we mentioned earlier about torturing the government critics or putting them in jail or shutting their mouth. Today, we had the news that they are removing Mr. Rong Chun, the rights to politics permanently. No Cambodian citizen should be um, rights should be taken away permanently like that. This is very unfortunate, very unfair. This is just because he tried to tell the truth about the borders issue from the beginning, and then he works for the People Power Party, um, trying to educate the normal citizens to know their rights and what they should be doing to help the country to protect their own freedom. And then the government hated him, honestly. They try to find evidence which they don't have, so they fabricated, they planted the evidence accusing him of saying such things which is against the government, just to teach the people what their rights should be guaranteed under the constitution. But he was accused of trying to topple the government, for example. That is really uncalled for. But think about this: the government who officials like Hun Sen, who signed the additional treaty for the 2005, giving Kotral, the largest island of Cambodia, to Vietnam, or giving Kokwit, very also beautiful islands, to Thailand. He was not put in jail. His right is not removed, and he threatened the people all the time. So they're still holding powers and trying to run the country for over 40 years now with the son. So that's, what do you think? Is that fair or unfair? Think about that. I mean, I know some of you may say, "Oh, this is just they are the leader; they can do whatever." Yes, leaders of the free world can do whatever, but for the uh, democratic country, democratic uh, region like Cambodia, for example, guaranteed under the constitution, it's against the people's will, and they are the one that should be put in jail first, not the normal citizen or like Mr. Rong Chun. What's the point? He did nothing wrong, actually. That's how I see. But to the government, they can find ways to put those in jail, no matter what.
Yeah, in addition to backsliding in democracy, and when people ask us about, because this cyber scam tied to everything, when um when you talk about cyber scam, you're talking about corruptions. Like how like people always say, how can they build compound in different provinces, and not even one not many Cambodian would speak out like, oh, this compound is this province, this is where cyber scam or cyber criminal operate. Nobody say anything unless um,
Mm-hmm.
none. I mean, they say I know that's new media that would report this, and they would be in jail for reporting cyber scam or even reporting at the border. Is so when the UK and the US sanctions, it's confirmed that Cambodia's cyber scam industry is not just about frauds. It's about transnational system of human trafficking, forced labor, and a financial exploitations. And when we talk about scam, talk about corruptions, because those scam compound are operated and functions with the protections of the corrupted official. So I believe yesterday the government want to put people lifetime in prison if they got caught regarding cyber scam. But when coming out of his mouth saying about cyber scam, it's like he the one protected them. The Hun family protected them. And since it's been like what, oh, we talking about this like a year 2 years ago about cyber scam, and nothing have been solved. Be, beside rescuing operation, there's no we talking about Gen Z last year. Gen Z just dragged Gen Z and put on him on the plane and sent back to China. What happened to him? There's nothing happened to him. Gen Z's gone. There are many more Gen Z exist in Cambodia, and we see that one after another. And the cyber scam in Cambodia is still exists as of March 26th. The UK sanctioned Cambodia, so no matter what they do, the cyber scam is not going away because it's being protected by the corrupted official. And who is it? The Hun family.
Yeah, they are behind the scam compounds. They're the one that allow the constructor, the contractor to build those buildings for scammers. If they have the will to stop, they would have done it already. But if you know that if they do that, they won't have the revenue, financial sources to support the government, who needs $10 billion to run the country or to benefit their own desire. So Hun Manet last month that he told the world that he's going to stop or eliminate the scam online by April of 2026, which is next month, which is a
Tomorrow.
lie. Yeah, because he is not. He just say it because for the sake of trying to convince the international observer or the international leaders, but they don't believe him because right now, look at the scammers getting worse and more people like being scammed, and they're still running the compounds everywhere. Yes, they might not be along the Thai-Cambodian border where it got destroyed, but it now is spreading to Kompong Som, Takeo, or other provinces inside Cambodia. So that's not, um, um, you know, not good. I don't want to say good. It's so simple. That is very dangerous to the people. Now they're worried about um, who is going to run the country, how the country is survived at all costs. Hun Sen doesn't care about the territory being lost, taken by, invaded by Thailand, or the people being suffer, or the displaced people have no food to eat, no school for the children, no school for the children to go to. All they care is about their families and if they can hang on to power. And the Cambodian people now need to decide. The youth need to come up with their own strategies, planning to get together, forming organization, like I said earlier, trying to solidify their thinking, working with um, their community, trying to um, win or to liberate the country. If they can, if they just sit down or idle and do nothing, or if they just sit down and be afraid, and I am sure one day Cambodia is not going to be Cambodia anymore. It's going to be torn apart between Thailand and Vietnam, which we don't want to see this. The Cambodian independent government of October.
I'm not sure it's my signal or is it Lukpu's signal. I cannot hear Lukpu anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay. Can you
yes,
hear me now? Okay.
yeah, I can hear you. It's just the internet. Um, yes, to bring back the attention. So the Cambodian people need to care about their own citizens. Our people depends on you guys, the youth generation, to solidify, to unite together, and do not ask for outside help when you are not helping yourself yet. So the adults, the Cambodian independent government of October 23rd, forming to forming the people from all walks of life to work together in different expertise. Those who lead the international affairs, or those who can help fight the crimes, and those who can offer the information through facts to educate the people that live around the world. I mean, the youth, especially the students, they can do research themselves as well, talk to their parents, and also, if you need to, contact any of the leaders that live around the area, both in Khmer and also in English. We are trying to help you. Of course, you know um, we are living in a community where we care, like our temples, our associations across the U.S. and Canada and Europe, working along with Mr. Somransi, and of course the Khmer Movement for Democracy led by Madame Musafur is also very helpful too. We have many other organizations as well. Linda yourself has the Khmer Rescue Democratic Foundations, and of course we have many other organizations. So please, join somehow, somewhere. Your voice is needed. Your energy is also needed as well.
Yes, and we were talking about losing. Cambodia is losing face on the international level, but in addition to losing face in the international community, Cambodia actually losing land right now. It's been due to Thai military invasions, and we know the conflict started with Hun Sen, his just bad mouth. So as of right now, we have, I believe, over 45 locations along the Thai-Cambodia border that Cambodia citizen cannot enter their village, cannot enter their home because Thai military putting shipping container, putting barbed wire, putting tire, blocking Cambodian citizen access to their home, their land that they grow up. And this is not just one place; it's 45 different locations along the border. So what Lopuriki and I are talking about and trying to give a perspective to everyone who can understand us. Your silence is no longer benefiting Cambodia. Your silence is no longer benefiting anyone. So we asking you to join us. We asking you to being an active citizen. Like you are living overseas. the youth are living overseas. Not even the youth. If we talking about the youth not involved, that's older people that's not involved as well. Like Lục Pu said, "Việc Khmer with awesome come."
Mm.
Um, you cannot be sit there and awesome come when you do nothing. When you do something, you're not awesome come anymore. That's so I want awesome come. English, the English word is losing hope. How can you lose hope when you have done absolutely nothing? So turn that useless hope into hope. Hope for a better Cambodia. Cambodia deserve better. Cambodia deserve your voice and everyone's voice. So the future of Cambodia does not depend on me, does not depend on Lupu Ricky. The the future of Cambodia depend on all of us that care about Cambodia. And I'm saying it again and again, and Lupu keeps saying as well, your silence does not benefit anybody. Your silence cost us land. Your silence cost Cambodian freedom. So please start talking. Please start getting involved in the community. We have many NGO that you can join. We have many political party per party that the independent government of 23rd October that's and CNRP as well that actually as branch as political party and NGO that you can involve with. Just do everything you can, but just don't do nothing.
Yeah, you are correct. And I just want to end today's show with the quote from um, one of the leaders, the Filipinos leader that got killed when he stepped out of the airplane while visiting the U.S. So this was back in 1986. In the moment you say no to tyranny, you are beginning to struggle the long, lonely road to freedom. And so I ask, please say no and learn to say no. No to tyranny, no to corruption, no to all the degradation of human rights, of human dignity, because then I feel the true air of your fathers who before you have shed their blood for our freedom. Yes, we don't want to waste our predecessor blood who sacrificed so much for us, for the sake of the land that we live on called Cambodia. If you just ignore the tyranny, the Hun regime, or ignore the invasion of Thailand, we are trying to tell the soul of our ancestors, say, your blood, your life that has been sacrificed for Cambodia for so long, many millions of lives, it's just a waste. So we don't want that to happen. We need to struggle for democracy, and we need to change for a better Cambodia.
Thank you, Blue. Before I close tonight, I want to take a moment to thank you and also to
Mm.
thank Min Pauline as well for you two are very involved. So thank you for your commitment. So as long thank you as well for sharing your experience and for your years and years and years of service and willingness to speak calmly about Cambodia's challenges. So
Yeah.
conversation like this remind us that Cambodia future it's not about one title, about role, about one organization. It's about people. It's about all of us are willing to take responsibility and speak about Cambodia. So, in that note, Mr. Rigid, thank you so much for being here with us today. Lukpu.
Okay. Thank you, and thank you for all of you who are watching. And I hope you can understand, get the message across, and spread our voice to your friends, to your countrymen, and then hopefully one day, very soon, we are going to um, be celebrating our victory in Cambodia all together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lupu. And if I didn't see you, happy Khmer New Year is coming up. So the same thing to our guests, to our audience. Happy Khmer New Year. Bless you, and also hopefully the new angel bless Cambodia.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
ឥឡូវនេះដូចសុកខ្មែរកំពុងមានរឿងអ្នកណាចង់មកជួយខ្មែរបើហ៊ុនសែនជាអ្នកដឹកនាំប្រទេសមានតែមកសហការជាមួយរដ្ឋាភិបាលហ៊ុនសែនគេដឹងថារដ្ឋាភិបាលនឹងរដ្ឋាភិបាលចោលណាចង់មកធ្វើការជាមួយចោលណាចង់ការពារចោលគេអត់មកទេអញ្ចឹងដរាបណាហ៊ុនសែននៅកាន់អំណាចខ្មែរស្លាប់ហើយយើងបាត់បង់ទឹកដីហើយបរទេសមានលេសចូលមកហើយឥឡូវឃើញសៀមបាញ់អាកាស៊ីណូនឹងមកគេចង់បានលេសគេថាគេមកកំតិចចោលបាញ់មកកប៉ាល់ហោះអា drone បាញ់មកឃើញឆេះមនុស្សរត់ពួកបរទេស 120000 នាក់ដែលគេបង្ខំឲ្យធ្វើការណារត់ឆ្លេឆ្លាឆោឡោពួកតម្លាក់គ្រាប់បែកអាពួកចៅថាទេឯងនៅធ្វើការឲ្យអញនៅកំចេញទៅណាតម្លាក់គ្រាប់បែកពេញណាវាធាក់ទ្វារវាបាញ់គ្នាវាទៅវាចេញរត់អតតតែអញ្ចឹងមកថារឿងនេះរឿងធំណារឿងចោលគឺធំជាងរឿងព្រំដែនទៀតចាំបានហ៊ុនសែនមានរឿងពីរម្ដងទៀតណាត្រូវនិយាយឲ្យខ្មែរណាស្ទើរតែអង្វរហ៊ុនសែនថាបើហ៊ុនសែនឯងណាស្រឡាញ់ជាតិតែបន្តិចណាបើហ៊ុនសែនឯងអាណិតខ្មែរតែបន្តិចណាហ៊ុនសែនឯងចោះចេញទៅដើម្បីឲ្យខ្មែរមានតំណាងដែលស័ក្តិសមអនុវត្តសុំឲ្យអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសអានឹងរឿងហ៊ុនសែនឯងអត់ចង់បានកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសយកមកអនុវត្តនឹងរឿងផ្ទាល់ខ្លួនទេប៉ុន្តែបើអាណិតខ្មែរណាសុំឲ្យគេអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសទៅបើហ៊ុនសែនមិនចង់ហ៊ុនសែនឯងចេញទៅណាទៅប៉ុន្តែឲ្យមានរដ្ឋាភិបាលឲ្យមានតំណាងប្រទេសកម្ពុជាសុំឲ្យអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសយើងរួចខ្លួនមួយហើយរួចខ្លួនទី2ហ៊ុនសែនឯងចុះចេញទៅបើហ៊ុនសែនឯងនៅកាន់អំណាចណាគេមើលឃើញថាស្រុកខ្មែរជាស្រុកចោលដឹកនាំដោយចោលអត់មាននរណាមកជួយចោលទេហើយយើងចង់ឲ្យបរទេសអន្តរជាតិមកជួយយើងប៉ុន្តែគេអត់មកទេព្រោះមកជួយយើងដោយជួយចោលព្រោះមកជួយហ៊ុនសែនឯងហ្នឹងឲ្យហ៊ុនសែនឯងកាន់អំណាចតទៀតហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងគេអត់មកទេអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំនិយាយបញ្ចប់ទៅណាស្ទើរតែអង្វរហ៊ុនសែននិយាយមែនទេបើគាត់អាណិតខ្មែរស្រឡាញ់ជាតិតែបន្តិចណាគាត់ត្រូវដកខ្លួនហើយឲ្យអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសឲ្យគេមកជួយខ្មែរដោយមិនមកជួយចោលមិនមកធ្វើការមកការពារបន្តជីវិតនយោបាយឲ្យចោលដឹកនាំប្រទេសចូលដៃជាមួយអាចោលម៉ាហ្វៀឲ្យវាធ្វើអីបានតាមចិត្តដូចវាធ្វើ4 5 4 10ឆ្នាំចុងក្រោយអញ្ចឹងសូមឲ្យសម្លេងខ្ញុំនេះណាបានលឺទៅដល់ស្រុកខ្មែរគឺអ្នកនៅចិត្តស្និទ្ធជាមួយហ៊ុនសែនសូមឲ្យអង្វរហ៊ុនសែនទៅថាយើងអត់បានស្រុកអីខ្មែរយើងខ្ទេចហើយបើហ៊ុនសែននៅកាន់អំណាចសូមឲ្យហ៊ុនសែនចុះចេញទៅណាទៅប៉ុន្តែដើម្បីឲ្យខ្មែរបានសុខតើតែមានអ្នកដឹកនាំដែលអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសស្នើអនុវត្តកិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងទីក្រុងប៉ារីសហើយផ្ដាច់ចំណងជាមួយចៅកុំឲ្យថារដ្ឋាភិបាលខ្មែរជារដ្ឋាភិបាលចោលដោយសពថ្ងៃសូមអរគុណបាទ